I forgot to hit record. Okay, I'm recording it now. But the goal of this group, the goal and the intent of this group is us to work together as a team. Every one of us on our team, my coaches, your coaches, coaches, for us to really rise up as leaders, not just diamond leaders. I'm talking about premier coaches, elite coaches, and beyond. We have been a team for 4 years now, and we officially have our first elite coach, Alyssa. Whoop, whoop. It's not official, but it will be official in January. So I want more than that. I want more than just Alyssa and I as with our elite teams. I want 10 of us. That's my affirmation for 2019, is that we have 10 elite teams, which is crazy insane, but I totally believe it's possible if we start working together right now in January of 2018, because it is going to take a year. It's going to take a year of commitment, a year of being consistent with Success Club, being consistent with your inviting, being consistent with your tracker, and really working together. For me, I've had a lot of success with success partners and having success partner pods and working together. And it's really easy to feel like you are in this business alone and you don't have support. Well, all of these women here, they're going to be your business building besties. They're the women that have the same goals as you, the same drive as you, the same hustle, and the same commitment to build a business. If you're on this call and you don't want to build a business, then you probably do not want to be on this call, because there's going to be tough love. Even if you're not in this to build a business, but you want to hit goals. Like, I personally have coaches who want to be in test groups, who want to be 5-star. Maybe their mindset isn't to build a business, but they want to achieve rank and recognition, which has a lot to do with building a business. So first of all, let me say, you're not going to be kicked out of this group, but the expectation is that you do at least hit Success Club, because never in my 4 years of this business have I ever met a coach that's been an elite coach that hasn't not hit Success Club. Every single year, coaches who become elite, even coaches who become premier, they earn Success Club 5 at the minimum every single month. They don't miss a month. Also, if you pulled the top 100 teams, I think the percentage I got from Keyshawn, at least 95% of top 100 teams, every coach hits at least Success Club 10 and higher. Success Club 10. So when you come into this, I want you to come into the mindset that you have to at least help 3 people a month. That's not like something that you can play around with. If you want to sit here this time next year and celebrate being a 2-star premier team, really with the intention of being 5-star, you got to hit Success Club. Like I said, I'm not going to kick you out of this group, but 3 people is 100% possible. I hear it all of the time from my coaches saying, I've gone through my warm market. You guys, I am 4 years into this business and I still have a warm market. It's called Facebook. I have been adding friends since year 1, okay? The 5,000 people that are my friends, they're all my warm market. They haven't signed up yet. So that means that I still have warm market. So if you tell me you don't have people in your warm market, it's called baloney. You do. You just have to post more, share more, and connect more with your people, especially on Facebook. Instagram is cold market. So really make sure that you are focusing on Facebook. So I talked about the goal for this call. It's going to be the 3rd Tuesday of every single month, is for you to level up, for you to grow your business, for you to hit goals. And for us, someone just posted for my link, if someone can check that. One of my coaches, that'd be fabulous. So anyways, back on track, because I just got that text right there. But it's for you to level up. And if you listen to the call in December, I talked about the different strategies in the different quarters. And I'm going to go over the quarters a little bit, maybe 10 minutes, spend some time on that. But leveling up, meaning I have been through a lot as a team and personally as a coach. I've seen burnout. I've seen coaches quit. I've seen people feel defeated that they're not growing their business fast enough. And this is the thing. You have to pace yourself. You have to give yourself a solid year of doing the work, committing to doing the vital behaviors, because there isn't a secret sauce. It's that I have been consistent since day 1. Even when I didn't know what I was doing, I was consistent and I showed up. Rain or shine, kids being sick, life happening, I showed up at least for the bare minimum. So tough love, here's some tough love for you. Okay, tough love is Success Club 10 should be your new base. It should be your new base. Now, if you are helping your significant other, If you're partnering with them to build their business, that's a different story, because you're probably going to give them Success Club points. So that's perfectly fine. I know that Jana is qualified for 1 star and her husband's diamond, and, they're working together. So obviously her points are being kind of split between her and her husband. That's perfectly fine. But you should at least have a base of Success Club 10 between you, yourself, or you and your significant other. If you want to truly build a business, 5 people. It's going to help you get challengers, but it's also going to help you have a higher ratio of challengers converting to coaches, and it's going to help you actually get coaches who want to work the business. Number 2 is you got to invite at least 20 people a day. Okay, I will say it. I invited 3 people a day to the coach opportunity starting last October that transformed my business, but I still invited at least 20 other people or 15 other people. You need to at least commit to 20 people a day, 5 days a week. I'm not saying 7 days. I'm saying 5 days a week, 20 people. And 3 of those 20 invites need to be to coaching. 3, not 20. 3 of those 20 need to be to coaching. So 20 people, that's 100 people a day. You don't have to work Saturday and Sunday. If you want to split it up, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do all 100 on a Sunday, that's fine. But 20 needs to become your norm. 20 is my norm. I don't let myself drop less than 20, 5 days a week. Some days I do 40. I do. If I have time and I'm like, my numbers are low, I do what it takes to hit Success Club 20 every single month. Third is do your tracker every day, Monday through Friday. Be the CEO of your business. So raise your hand if you use a tracker. Raise your hand. If you don't, it's okay. Don't put your hand up because this is our tough love moment. Okay, so I see lots of hands going up. Perfect. First of all, let me say you need to use a tracker. You need to use a tracker. I have been using the same tracker for 3 years now. 3 years. I have done different trackers, but this is what I stick with. And do you know what? I do it every single day. And I don't finish it, or I always finish it. Like, for example, I didn't do my 5 coach invites yesterday, so I have to double them up today. I will not go to bed tonight unless I finish my 6 invites tonight. It's not an option for me. I didn't do 20 minutes in my email today. I've done everything else except those 2 things. I still have 20 more minutes in my email. I will not go to bed without finishing 20 minutes in my inbox. So I make it non-negotiable. For all of you that work full time, you go into work and you do your job. You start at 8, you get out at 5, or you go in and you work a 24-hour shift or a 12-hour shift. You don't decide if you're going to go into work. You don't decide if you're going to teach your students, or you don't decide if you are going to, go train someone at the gym, or you're not going to decide if you're going to take, your patient load on at the hospital. You do your work. And that's how you have to treat coaching if you want to build a business and if you want to be an elite team. You have to do the work. You have to treat it like a business. I was doing some research just to share some tips with you. And I'm all about making a plan. And that was what our call was a couple weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, was casting the vision for 2019 and following the Elite to roadmap. And the number one reason why small businesses fail is because they don't have a business plan. Number one reason why small businesses fail is because they don't have a business plan. You guys cannot go into 2019 without a plan. That's why I like to break down the year into 12 weeks. 12 weeks. What is your first 3 months? What is your first 3 months of goals? Then you achieve it. Then you move on to the second quarter, those 12 weeks. Because when you can do it in short, tangible, you guys are going to be able to times 4 your goals in a matter of 1 year, because you're doing short, obtainable goals in every 3 months, every 3 quarters. I also wrote these quotes down too that I want to share with you guys. That it is, I'm going to quote exactly what they said. It was the Forbes magazine. It is possible to find an average time to profitability for a startup company, because different startups will measure profitability at different times. But the conventional, everyday small business, someone opens up a business and they have to start from the ground up. It can take 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 years to see your return. You guys, you're all starting your own business. I don't know if you knew that. You don't work for Beachbody. You are an independent contractor. That means you have to put your time in. Both my mom and my dad have their own businesses. They started them from the ground up. Landscaping business, and the other one is a therapist. They didn't just have their clients handed to them. They had to put work in. And it wasn't until 4 or 5 years that my parents had extremely profitable businesses because they put the time in. It is scientifically proven that year 4 is where the magic happens. And I know that a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, I'm a coach for one day. Oh my gosh, I've been a coach for 1 year. I will say for me personally is that the magic for our team happened at 3 or 4 years. And the same exact thing will happen for you if you treat it like a business and if you do the work. The best part about this is that you guys can build a business in your pajamas. You can build a business at home. You can build a business in the cracks of your life if that's what you want. You just have to be consistent with all of it. Okay, so the next is your tracker. Let me go back to the tracker. Is if you're not using a tracker, you need to use a tracker and you need to be consistent with it. You know, Beachbody came out with the part-time tracker, which is really great, okay? But I will say this. It says invite 5 people a day. If you're in this group, you need to be inviting 20, okay? If you are in this level up leader group. But 5 is perfectly fine, okay, for most people. But for you, you need to be doing at least 20. So cross that out. I will say when we went for Superstar last year when we went for Superstar, we used a very specific tracker. I'm going to share this tracker with you. If any of you want it, I can share it with you. It is a hustler tracker. It's called the runner tracker. And you can, like I said, you can use this one and I can share it with you. Actually, it's in the Coach Family page. But for those of you that are new that have not seen this, this is what it looks like. This is the one that we used when we pushed for 15-star our team, and it's called the runner. And it says 25 coaching invites a week, 25 challenge group invites, and then 50 new conversations. For me personally, what I did is I did 25 coaching invites, 25 challenge group invites, and I also did 50 new invites. They were not conversations. I invited people, and a lot of them were just, you know, very organic, talking to people on Instagram, invited them, talking to them on Facebook, I invited them. So I was doing right here, that is, you know, that's a lot of invites. That's a lot of conversations, but this is how a lot of our coaches hit diamond in 2 or 3 months and we became a 15-star team. So this is a really great tracker. Right there, personally, it's if you do 5 days a week, 5, 10, 20. That's 20 invites a day. You guys, it's exactly what I said. So this is a really great tracker to use if you want a tracker, if you don't have one. Again, I will share that in the Coach Family page. Well, let me see. I saw something in the chat box. Are you most of your invites? So Megan asked, are most of my 20 invites cold Instagram invites? All of my invites every day right now are people who have liked or commented or viewed my stories. It's taking me longer to invite. And I just actually had one of my success partners message me tonight. And she's like, how long is it taking you to invite? So when I go through my pictures and I look at my likes and I look at my comments and I have to sort through all of the Beachbody coaches and I watch my Instagram stories, who views them, it probably takes me 2 hours to send out 20 to 30 invites. It's like spread out. And the reason why is because I'm sorting through a gazillion Beachbody coaches. That's just the truth. Now, if I hashtag search, if I hashtag, you know, nurse life or registered nurse, I can send out 20 invites in 20 minutes. I can usually do 1 invite in an hour or 1 invite every minute. If I am just finding people through hashtag, I can go very, very, very quickly. But when I'm being more like find my people and weed through them, it takes a little bit longer. So when I am doing a quick invite, Megan, I go search a hashtag and I have a script that I use or a video and I send them out to cold. They're usually cold invites. But right now, currently I am just inviting people who have liked, commented, or followed my stories. Because I feel like I got to, you know, if they're watching me, they're most likely to say yes to a group in January or to coaching. Okay, so I forgot what was the goal for expanding your network, like time-wise or numbers. So I would say are you talking about expanding like friends on Facebook? So if you're expanding like on Facebook, I would say you definitely want to add like 5 or 10 new friends a day on Facebook. If you're using Facebook, which you better be using Facebook, okay? My business grew my first years all on Facebook. I didn't touch Instagram until heading into my second year. Warm market, people trust you. They will do what you do if you're their friend or family because they trust you. The bottom right corner, expand your network. It's just 5 days. So Gracie, 5 days a week, you want to expand your network. Again, this is in our Coach Family page. So hold on, let me share it with you. So you can see it again, Gracie. Here's that tracker. literally it's the 20 invites a day, like I said, but this just helps you kind of cross them off. I don't write people's names down. That takes too much time for me. I like to be quick, efficient, and I just check them off. But you can see here follow-ups. This is also including follow-ups. So, you know, you have 1, 2, 3, I think 21 follow-ups. So, I mean, that's, you know, a couple a day. So if you want this, this is in our tracker album in our coaching only page. I can also share it again if you can't find it, but we also have you making posts. So, you know, 2 coaching posts a week, 2 challenge group posts a week. And then, you know, right here, it says sign up, you know, at least 2 challengers a month and 2 coaches a month at the bottom. But this is like your week at a glance, this one. Okay, so moving on is you need to have a tracker and you need to be doing your tracker consistently. I will say there are times I work the business Monday through Friday. Like today, I didn't do any work. I didn't do much work today. The only thing I did today was inviting. That was the only thing I did get done, but I did my inviting. And I would say that's the first thing you need to do. There's plenty of coaches on here who I have talked with personally, and they really struggle with inviting. Eat that frog and get your inviting done first. Do not do anything else till you get your donuts out. And I have that in our coach family page as a reminder. Get your donuts out, which is your invites. Do not go work out. Do not sit there and listen to a podcast for an hour. I know people probably won't agree with me, but your invites is what moves your business forward. Get your invites done. I used to like literally lay in my bed with my pillow over my head with my phone and send my invites out before I got out of bed in the morning. But now I don't have my phone in my bedroom anymore. So I can't do that. But the point is to get your invites out first thing. And your whole day is going to be completely different. So for me, I wake up, I do my invites, I do my personal development, I do my devotions, I do my affirmations, and then I work out, and then I do all of the other busy stuff that's on my list, like answering emails and checking in with people. Okay, so again, use the tracker. Be consistent with it. Do your invites. Next is, for all of you listening, you need to, at this point, if you're in this level up group, you need to be participating in your coach info session with your upline coach, or you need to be hosting your own. Period. End of story. I hosted my first coach info session when I was an Emerald coach, and that's what got me to Diamond. I didn't have a coach info session to plug into. I just did my own, and it was absolutely awful. Oh my gosh, the graphics were hideous. I talked probably way too long, but people signed up because they heard me, they saw me, they loved my passion, they saw our community, and they wanted to be a part of it. So either join your upline coaches or do your own. I host one that is team-wide. All of you can add your people to mine. I have no issue with that at all, but I know we have tons of incredible leaders on our team. So if you're with them, plug into theirs, offer to go live and share your story. I know that this week I'm doing, for the month of December, I'm actually doing a coach info session every single week, just because heading into the new year. And I have I have 2 coaches go live every week or whenever I do an info session to share their story. They're not sharing income and tasks and all of that stuff. I do that stuff, but they're just going in and sharing their story. Hey, I'm a mom of 3. I needed a community. I needed a friendship. I didn't want to do coaching because I didn't want to be salesy, but I found out it was the answer for me and it transformed my life. And this is what coaching's done for me. It gets people to see real life and it allows them to connect with women on our team. So if you want to be in mine and you want to go live, let me know. You can go live or join your coaches and be a part of that. You need to have something to invite your people to for coaching and for them to listen to plug in. Next is you have to make the decision if you're in or you're out. You cannot have one foot in, one foot out. I see this happen often where coaches say they want to do this, and then for 3 months, they'll go 100 miles per hour, and then for 3 months, they'll go completely MIA. That literally kills your business. It doesn't just kill your business, but it literally destroys your credibility on social media. It destroys your credibility with your clients, with your coaches. And what we do, you have to figure out what sets you apart from every other Beachbody coach and every other MLM out there. And that's that we are consistent, that you are trustworthy, and that you are loyal. Loyalty is everything in what we do. And when the going gets tough, if you decide to throw the towel in and take a vacation, people are going to go elsewhere. They are. People will see you as a leader when you push through during the holidays. People will see you as a leader when you push through the summer months. People will see you as a leader when you rise above your personal circumstances and you choose to push play. People want to depend on people who will be there through thick and thin. So you have to figure out right now if you're in or you're out. Now, I'm not saying, are you in or are you out with coaching? I'm saying, do you truly want to build a business? Do you truly want to become an elite coach? Do you truly want to be in a test group and become a debt-free family? Do you really want those things for your life? Because the thing is, those things don't magically happen. They take work. They take work for all of that to happen. I have a friend in here. She just snapped her finger at me. Okay, so moving down is next. A couple things I want you to figure out, and then I'm going to share some graphics with you. So what is next is I want you to figure out your goal for January 30th. What did Alyssa say? They are watching you, not in a creepy way, but people want to know if you are serious. Yes, you guys, yes. So my friend Jamie's in here right now. She's sitting on my couch. And I have been talking to her for 4 years about coaching. Danielle, you met her. Danielle's on here. I've been talking to her for 4 years about coaching, seriously. And she's finally saying yes. And it's taken her 4 years. What if I would have went MIA and stopped talking to her and stopped inviting her? She never would have become a coach, or maybe she would have joined with someone else that was more consistent and more resilient and more loyal to what we do. So you have to be committed to this. You have to be committed to the mission, and you have to be committed to the hopes and dreams that you have for your life. Because I know for me, one of my biggest goals this year, besides us becoming a 15-star, was our family to be a debt-free family. That was a huge goal of ours that I didn't think was possible. And it happened because I chose to show up. It helped me push through. And now I have a new set of goals for 2019 that are going to help me show up in the nitty gritty and win my mornings and wake up at 5 a.m. even when I don't want to, because I know it's creating a life of freedom for women like you, for women in our challenge groups, and for my family's life. Okay, so figure out your goal for January 30th. If you tell me your goal is Emerald, should not be on this call. Okay, so it needs to be diamond and above. So if you're a current diamond coach, then your goal should be 1 star. If you're an emerald coach on here, or if you're a new coach, your goal should be diamond. If you have been a diamond that is flopping in the air and you have bounced between diamond, not diamond, then you just need to become diamond strong so that dropping is not an issue for you. I've never dropped diamond once. It's not an option for me. So you need to figure out what your goal is for January 30th, and then I want you to share it. Be prepared to share it next time we chat. So on our call in January, you're going to share your goal, but I want you to share it with your upline coach. So however you talk to your upline coach, whether it's Voxer, whether it's Facebook, whether it's email, I want you to send your coach by Friday. So you have a couple days to think about this. I want you to send them your goal for January 30th, and then I want you to send them your affirmations. Like, why are you showing up? What's going to push you to hit your goal by January 30th? What is it? Why do you want to hit that goal? Why do you want to become diamond? Why do you want to hit 1 star? Why do you want to be 2 star? Because you need to have some emotional connections to what you're doing, period. You're not going to show up just for the money. Sorry to say that. I mean, that is a good motivator, but you got to have more than that. My coaches know, and I say it every time at every retreat, is that even if every single person quit on me, I'd still be here today. Because I love this. Like, I freaking love what I do, and I love helping women, and I love helping women become their best, and I love helping women overcome areas in their life that they see no out. I would do this for free, you guys. Even my husband would say that I would do this for free. So figure out why you're here, because that's what's going to help you hit your goal on January 30th. Next is, what's your plan of action? What tracker are you using? I want you to show your coach what tracker you're using, so they can hold you accountable. What's your tracker? It doesn't have to be the runner tracker. It doesn't have to be my tracker. I will give you guys my tracker if you want to see it, and you can do my tracker. But I want you to commit to whatever your tracker is and share it with your coach. Also, it's going to allow us, your leader, to see, like, okay, if you're 100% committed to your tracker, but you're not hitting your goals, something's not connecting the dots, and you're doing something that maybe could be corrected or improved. Sometimes it's just your invites need to be a little bit more personal, or maybe you're not getting your invites out. So make sure you do your tracker. And then third is, who is going to hold you accountable to it? Obviously your upline coach, but really plug into your team. I know that I have a separate Level Up Leaders group just for my personally sponsored coaches. I know that, probably Allison and Alyssa and Jana and a couple of our other leaders, Danielle, Candace, Gracie, a couple of other leaders, they probably have their own business builders. Create Level Up little success partners for your teams, for those that want to push for these goals. and keep them accountable. Like I said, those are your success partners. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for personal development and for my success partners pushing me every single day. And obviously doing the work, but personal development and having accountability. There has been days, believe me, in 2017, there were days where I wanted to throw the towel in, and I'm like, I literally cannot handle one more thing. And my success partners would be like, Allie, put your big girl panties on, get over it, suck it up, wipe those tears off your face, and get it done. That's what you need. And you can't get offended by it. Those are the type of people you need in your life. And that's what this group can be for you. But this is the key. You have to lean in. And what happens often, and I see it all the time, is that when coaches go through difficulty, personally and even professionally, they actually withdraw. They do the complete opposite of what you should be doing. This sisterhood, this community is not meant for you to withdraw when life gets hard, when this business gets hard. It's called lean in, ask for help, get support. We've all been through difficult times, personally and professionally in this business. And that's what we're here for, is to build this business together, to create a legacy together, to help women together, to hit your goals and dreams and affirmations together. It isn't meant to do this alone. And that's why we work so, tight together. So that's that. Now I'm going to share a couple things with you. Do any of you guys have questions about anything that I just went over right there? Any questions? You can unmute yourself if you have questions. Okay, if not, I'm going to keep sharing. Okay, so I shared that one graphic with you, but now I want to share the next thing, which is the first thing I want you to focus on. And I actually shared these in our Coach Family page already. I'm going to share them again with all of you because you guys are the ones that will actually pay attention because you're level up leaders. So this is the first quarter, and I want you just to tangibly look at this, and I added a few things on here. So I actually have this printed off. It's in my calendar, and I have quarter one, and I say, how many challengers coaches will I invite 5 days a week? So for me, I have my 20. I have my 20 invites. At least 3 are going to be coaches I put at the top. Monthly Success Club goal, for me, I have SC20 no matter what. Rank goal by January 30th. For me, I have that we're going to be a 15-star team again. What is motivating me to take action to reach your goals? Mine is all of you. Honestly, I want a team of leaders. I want as many leaders as possible in 2019 so that literally we can just take over everything and be a powerhouse of leaders. And for me, I want all of you to, actually earn a full-time income, to be able to stay home with your babies, to be debt-free. That's what I want. So this year for me is really about our team. And helping you guys develop. So that would be at the top of my goal. And then I have all this highlighted. So I know some of you saw it, but it's really important. Remember, the number one reason why businesses fail because they do not have a plan of action. Okay, you guys have a plan. You have a 12-week action plan right here. And it starts January 3rd and it goes to March 27th. That is the dates that you are following. So team-wide 3-day refresh. Okay, that starts January 7th. Hopefully every single one of you are doing this. But this is something I am recommending to every single coach, every single one of my clients, is to do the 3-day refresh starting on January 7th because Transform doesn't start till the 14th. Remember, you want to get people started ASAP. ASAP when it comes to the new year. People don't want to wait till the 14th. So you start them on the 3-day refresh on the 7th. So that gives them focus for 3 days. Then they're already midway through their week. They start preparing for Transform and getting their meals ready and prepped. 12th is Super Saturday. That weekend is Super Saturday. The January one is always massive, tons of content, tons of material, usually incredible guest speakers. If you live in Chicago or Texas, you're pretty lucky because you have Shaun T coming. So I would definitely be in the Chicago or Texas area so you can see Shaun T. But this is your January. And then achieve your quarter one goal. Now, one thing you're going to notice on all of these as we go over them month to month is that I have you achieving your quarter goal within the first month. Do you know why? Because I do not like to procrastinate when it comes to goals because you don't want to miss a goal. There's quarters, there's deadlines, and I do not like to be stressed and waiting things out to the last date that you can qualify. This will also give you wiggle room. So if for some reason you happen to miss the 30th, that's okay. You can make it up by February 1st or February 8th. But that is the key thing to remember. And on these little quarter goal sheets that I give you, I also give you the final date to qualify. So for some reason things don't go as planned and you don't hit your goal by the 30th, the deadline to hit your goal is by February 20th. And you can see right here where it says last day to qualify for bonus qualification and your goal. So if you're someone that's qualifying for 2-star, or 5-star or 10-star or 15-star, any of those stars, that's the last day to qualify for your bonus. But that's also the last day to qualify for goals in the year, especially with the new Elite to Roadmap. Because if you notice on the Elite to Roadmap, you have to hold diamond for 6 weeks. That's something that's new. So if you want to do that Elite Roadmap, you have to hold diamond for 6 weeks as well. And that's the last day to qualify for that quarter. So pay attention to this. This is the first one. Print this out. I put it in the Coach Family page. Don't worry about quarter 2. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I want you to focus on quarter 1. What is your goal? What is your tracker? What is your success club? And that is it. That's all I want you to focus on. A lot of you are going to New Leadership Conference, which is in February. And obviously you can see that there's, Energized Fruit Punches coming out. So that's something that you could email your challengers and coaches about, just to remind them. And then in March starts the new Portion Fix, which I'm super pumped about, the Ultimate Portion Fix launch, and there's going to be a coach test group for that as well. So I know a lot of you are thinking, I'm going to do Transform 20, and then I'm going to do Obsession. You have a plan. Just know that there is a, 21-Day Fix, the new version is being launched in March, and then 21-Day Fix Extreme starts right in April. So just know that, in the back of your mind, that is probably the plan. That's the plan for me, just because that it aligns with what's going on. So that's the first quarter. Okay. Any questions about the first quarter before I move on? Perfect. Okay, moving on. Next is, I want to show you, you guys are still on here, which is perfect. Wait, did I see someone in the chat box? No. Okay, last thing I want to go over is this Elite, the Elite Roadmap. Did you guys, any of you, raise your hand if you watched the Elite training in the Champions page? Okay, I see some hands up. If you haven't, go watch it. But it is in the Champions page, Elite to Roadmap. And I'm just going to go over it really quickly with you. And I will share this with you if you want to look over it. But again, I would highly recommend, another call to action besides sending all that information to your upline is watching this training by the end of the week before you head into the new year. Just have it done. I know it's the holidays. We don't have a team call next week, by the way. Is make sure you watch this training in the Beachbody Champions page, because corporate sometimes they're very specific about certain numbers, which is good to watch. But let me show you this really quick. I know a lot of you were asking what points are and how you get points. So this is the Elite to Roadmap. So if you follow what I talked about on casting the vision, if you just focus on leveling up each quarter. So let's say quarter 1, let's start with the basics. Say your goal is to become diamond in quarter 1. You're going to become diamond. In the second quarter, you're going to become, I would aim for 2 or 3 star. By quarter 3, you're going to go for 4-star. By quarter 4, you are 5-star. So it literally paces yourself out so that by the end of the year, you will become 5-star if you do the things that need to be done. You need to do the work. So the Elite to Roadmap, this is what it looks like. What Elite means is 5-star, which means you have 5 diamonds on your team. But don't forget, you can control 2 of them. Your spouse, your second business center. So you really need 3 people who are in this with you. That is it. I will say for me, it took me exactly a year to become Elite, but I only started to work for Elite for 4 months, not even 4 months, 3 months. I signed up to be a coach in October. I had no idea what Elite was until July, because I went to Summit. I discovered what Elite was, came home from July, casted the vision in August. Our team pushed from a 1-star diamond team to 6-star in a matter of August, September, October, November, and we made Elite happen in that 1 year. And we did not have a team of business builders. It literally happened overnight. Within 3 to 4 months, we became an Elite team from 1-star to 6-star, literally from August to November. So it's 100% possible for you to make this happen in a matter of a year. So how you get points is, I'm just going to show you the different points, is right here on this one, it says 105 balanced leadership points. That means you have to have points off of different categories that will help you become an Elite team or premier, but we're going to talk specifically Elite right now. So the first way that you earn points is you earn APV points. APV points is volume. It's personal volume. You earn 1 leadership point for every 500 points in total combined personal volume, that's PV, from coaches in 2019, coaches and customers who placed orders with you in 2019. So that is another reason why you need to have Success Club 10 as your base, because the more coaches you have join your team in 2019, the more customers who believe in Shakeology, believe in our product, you're going to get points from that. That's why there's a lot of top coaches that get elite from just Success Club, just from helping challengers. They might not even have leaders developed, but they have so many people they're helping in challenge groups that they get their leadership points from this right here. So remember, you get points based off of 2019 coaches and customers. So that's another reason why it's really important to really be working now to hit everything super strong in January. The second way that you earn points is leadership. So Success Club points. That's the second way that you earn Success Club points is, that's how you also earn leadership points, is by Success Club points, is earn 1 leadership point each time one of your personally sponsored coaches from 2018, 2019 earn Success Club. Okay, that's key. Okay, this is everything to do with Success Club, nothing to do with customers. So that means every coach that you signed up in 2018 and every coach that you sign up in 2019, when they earn Success Club, you get a point, okay? And you want to have a strong base. I know for us, like last month I had 14 personally sponsored coaches have Success Club. And for elite, if you want to be 5-star elite, you need to aim for 3 personally sponsored coaches a month with Success Club, 3. Now, perk, if your husband signed up in 2018, he will count for points. So obviously if he can get to Success Club, that's going to give you a point, which is really great. So 2018, 2019 coaches, Success Club, help 3 people, simple. Another way that you earn is by leadership. This is actually a new way. Oh wait, they didn't show that one. This is a different one, hold on. So PS1 plus Success Club points. So you earn leadership points for every new 2000 PS coach who earns their first Success Club point in the month they enroll. So that means that, let's say Allison has 5 new coaches who sign up in January, and all 5 of those new coaches help 1 person, all 1 point on the board. She's going to get 5 points because all 5 of those coaches helped 1 person, got 1 point on the board. So you can see why it's important to get your new coaches started off right, is to help them get at least 1 point on the board, because you get points for that. There's a couple other ways that you earn, but this is, specifically the key ways that you want to focus on. So back that up. New coaches in 2019 and new customers, you get points from volume. That's why volume is really important. Your people drinking Shakeology, coaches staying active, your challengers drinking it. Leadership points, meaning how many coaches are earning Success Club. You need to get as many coaches as possible in 2018, 2019 earning Success Club. Minimum 3 people, 3 of your personal sponsored coaches. Then last is new coaches. New coaches that you enroll in 2018, if they don't hit Success Club 5, at least get them to help 1 person that month. Obviously, Success Club 5 is our goal. Even my discount coaches and my hobby coaches who are not in it to build a business, I encourage all of them to help 1 person. 1 person. Okay, so leadership letter, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to go over where most of you are right now, so you can take a screenshot of this if you want. But this is what the roadmap looks like. Team builder, team leader, premier leader, and elite leader. Goal is this beautiful little sign that says elite leader right here for all of you. So first one is this for the majority of you, a handful of you on here, and that is team builder. That's diamond. So remember what it says. You have to hold diamond for 6 consecutive weeks. And honestly, I love that they're implementing this, because if one of you are going for 2-star and you have a coach that drops diamond, that affects your goal. That affects your rank. So I really love that they have incorporated that you have to hold it for 6 weeks to be a team builder. So you have to be diamond, hold it for 6 weeks. So if you hit it by January 30th, let's say, I'm going to use Alyssa for an example. Alyssa wants to go for 10-star. So that means that if all of her coaches become diamond on January 30th and she's 10-star, that means that for 6 weeks, every single one of you have to hold it for 6 weeks so that her team becomes 10-star and that you become a team builder. Okay, got it? Yes. Earn 25 leadership points, which is really easy to do if you are onboarding new coaches, helping new customers, and getting your new coaches to help at least 1 person or earn Success Club, and then get 1 new emerald. So diamond is 2 emeralds. So that means get 1 more person to become emerald. and then your weak leg. What is weak leg? If you don't know what it is, I will share a video with you to watch it. So that is right now for you. Take a picture of this if you're not diamond yet. Next is for those of you that are diamond. If you are currently diamond, this is your goal, okay? Right here is 1 star. This is your goal to be team leader, earn 50 leadership points. Now, I will say what might happen for some of you might hit 1 star, but maybe you don't have the 50 leadership points. It's gonna catch up, okay? But if you focus on enrolling new coaches, helping new customers, and getting your new coaches to help people, you will hit your 50 leadership points for sure. And then obviously right here is, have 2 people become emerald and then your weak leg. Moving up, if you are, and you get this backpack, by the way. If you become a team leader, you get this fabulous backpack right here, which I didn't get one, but I will this year, so I'm pumped. Next is for those of you that are 1 star, this is your goal, is to become 2 star. 2 stars. So you can see it just climbs up the ladder. That's it. Not that hard. Just follow the yellow brick road, actually the blue road right here, and you will move your business forward. And then it leads to elite leader. 5 star, 105 balance leadership points, 2 new diamonds, and then 5,000 on your weak leg. That's the roadmap. So this is what it looks like total. So you can look at this. But just think, team builder, quarter 1. Team leader, quarter 2. Quarter 3, premier leader. Quarter 4, elite leader. Literally just follow the steps. Now you're probably saying, Allie, if it was only that easy. It actually is that easy if you do the work. It is. And I say that because I did it and I've been through it, and I've had coaches quit on me. I've had to completely rebuild our team. And the reason why I was able to do that, because I did the work. And I showed up even when I didn't want to, and I plugged in even when I didn't want to, and I did the work and I did the tracker. And I treat it like a business, even when I didn't realize it was a business when I first started off. So that is everything. Now I'm going to allow you guys to ask questions for like 5 minutes. If you have questions, I just wanted to go over everything for you just to get ready, to mentally be prepared as we head into January, because we are going to crush it together. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we have like 23 people in here. So 23 people in here who want to level up. That's insane, you guys. Just think how incredible it would be if all 23 of us were on here this time next year, celebrating every single one of you, being able to cross off your hopes and dreams on your list, be able to say that you're a 5-star team. How insane would that be? And I know it's possible. So I'm going to take a picture really quick so that this time next year, when we have a level up call, we can see who makes it happen. Okay. So be ready to smile. You ready? So let me pull my phone. Okay, ready, set, and one more thing too I will say is, as coaches join your team, they can join this. Like, this isn't a closed group. So if people like readjust their goals and they're like, okay, I want to do this group now, this is open. People can join in, or you can drop out, but hopefully you won't want to drop out. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, big smile. Okay, so all of you better be here this time next year on December 18th, 2019, celebrating. We'll have a champagne toast, have confetti, and celebrate you being an elite team. So what questions do you have? Any questions or advice or tips or tricks? Or no? Go ahead, Allie.
Sorry, it's like I'm on my dad's computer and it's different. Okay, I'm asking a basic question, but I am coming at you from 2 weeks of the flu. I have mom brain. Can you just I'm getting overwhelmed going into the new year, a good overwhelm, because there's just lots of hustle bustle with Transform 20. So I'm not complaining, but I need to refocus and cut out fluff and stuff. So can someone, either you, Allie, or anyone, give me any simple ideas on how to just keep it all straight? Because I really want to, I think it's awesome for all of us to use Transform 20 and this launch and all that to really explode our business into the new year. But even just keeping people in check of who's interested in stuff, and just, I know we've gone over it before. Like I said, I think I have mom brain, but just what are you doing? What is your simple system of not having people fall through the cracks? I have people messaging me, and my problem is is time and like feel like going through Instagram messages and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have 10 people here who said they were interested and I've ghosted them for 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
well, I will say this, something I've learned is, first of all, you're never going to catch up with your inboxes. Okay. So I will say that since day one of coaching, my inboxes stress me out, but I have learned to bless and release my inboxes because I can never get them cleared out. Because between Instagram, Facebook, a Voxer, which is for my coaches, and emails, it's like, holy moly cannoli, there are so many things. And I will say this, I've had people slip through the crack on Instagram a lot, because literally I'm sending out messages. If I'm sending out 20, 30 messages on Instagram, luckily there's that feature where you can click unread, which is great. But I've had people slip through the crack and there's nothing I can do. Like, it's literally, it happens. But the way I streamline everything, and the way that what helps me the most is I do Streak. I mean, I'm very, very structured when it comes to Streak, meaning like I have everyone in a transform like column. And I don't know if you guys use Streak, but that's how I do it. I used to do Excel. So for those of you that don't have Streak, that's okay. Take a deep breath. You can use Excel. I used Excel, and I just had, or you can use Google Sheets, and I literally just have, let me see if I can pull it up right now. I'll show you what I have. Let me see if I can pull it up. But I literally just have an Excel spreadsheet. And at the bottom, I have each month. I think I literally have mine all the way back to 2 years ago. And I have each month at the bottom. So this month we're in December, and I say my December goals. And for me, my goal is to sign up 10 new challengers, 10 new coaches every month. That's my goal. So I say new coaches, new challengers, and I just add their names as I sign them up. But then I have my December potential list. In my December potential list, I have a potential challenger and potential coach. So if someone is like borderline about to buy it, I'll put their name there, just like as an extra, like, okay, she was really interested. I see her name. But when it comes to like keeping track of people, I get everyone's email. I will not even send information via Facebook. I will get their email. So I get email on Facebook. I get email on Instagram. If they're like, hey, I don't really check my email, I'm like, that's okay. What's your email? Because I know that if I have their email, they're eventually going to read it. So I do. In my potential challenger section, I have a column that says Transform 20, and I just have all of the people that have been interested. And I do, like, probably some of you got my Transform 20. You got my Transform 20 email that I sent out. I try to send that to all coaches, like our whole drill down as like a flag, but I also send that to all of my challengers and all my potential challengers. So Streak has been my jam for really keeping track of people. That has probably been my saving grace. Now, this time last year, when I did 80-day obsession launch, I didn't have Streak. I just used Excel. So it's 100% possible to use Excel to keep track of your people. And I just put their names, and then I just followed up with them. I will say for me, and I think I told some of my girls today, is I am not following up with anyone right now. I'm literally just inviting. And then on the 26th, probably not even the 26th, probably the 27th through the 29th, I will hit follow-ups hard. Because right now, people are not going to say yes. They're not. I'm inviting, which is great because I'm planting the seed. And when I invite, they're going to go watch what I'm doing. So most likely when I make that post on January 2nd that this is my last call, they're probably going to maybe say yes. But I'm not following up with people. I'm not sending out follow-up emails right now because no one's going to look at them. It's Christmas, and people are broke, and they don't want to spend money, and they're not going to sign up. So I will not send anything out until after Christmas, because then people are starting to think New Year's resolution. So sharing and inviting, and then follow-ups will happen after Christmas. But yeah, Streak for everything. Does that even help? Okay. Any other questions? Questions?
And I also do that even if you, like right now, I only have like 2 almost 4 Success Club points. So it freaks me out to like not send any follow-ups till after Christmas. So would you do that even if you didn't have Success Club minimum yet? Or would you maybe follow up with some and try to hit that first?
If they are really like, and that's why I have my Excel sheet of my people that are like very important people that are almost about to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
With them, I will, like, and I have a couple people that if I've sent them the link, I would say the people that you've sent links to and you're waiting for them, those are the people I'd be like, hey, you have the link, just want to make sure. that you're aware that there's a deadline to get signed up. Give them a deadline and say, with the holiday shipping, there's a good chance that you might not get it for 14 days. I don't want you to get it late. Make sure to get signed up ASAP. You got to create urgency. So I would say if you haven't hit Success Club, then you probably do want to follow up. But for me personally, I am not following up with a lot of people right now because I know they're not thinking New Year's resolution right now.
Yeah.
Like,
it made a lot of sense to me when you said that, because I was like, just spend all the time inviting and then follow all up after. But I'm like, I've promised myself all month I would not go into Christmas without at least SC5.
yeah. So I would say if you follow up with the people that have a link.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would do. Follow up with the people that have a link that you know can pull the trigger right now because they have everything they need. And then, like I said, invite right now, because people are watching you. And even though they don't want to get healthy while they eat a dozen cookies and eat bonbons, they will on January 27th or December 27th, 28th, and 30th, January 1st. Like, and that's my thinking is invite, get them to see me, and for me, I have a lot of people that say, yeah, send me more information. So by the time they look at my email, by the time we have conversation, they might not be able to sign up until a week or 2 weeks from now. So for me, I'm doing, invites, like that step one invites. And that's kind of my plan for that. So, but yeah, I mean, you guys need to do honestly, personally, what I would say too, is I would do whatever it takes to lock in Success Club before Christmas, before the 24th. Do not go into December 25th with no Success Club points. Seriously, like, not good. You'll be stressed out. And I don't want you guys to be stressed out over Christmas. Like, I would love for you guys to be able to take off completely the 24th and 25th. And neither do people want to be receiving a message on the 24th or 25th to join my challenge group. Like, they don't want that. So I would say plan to take off on the 24th and 25th, meaning like, inviting and stuff. I would do behind the scenes, like maybe get your emails together. If you have a campaign, like a free campaign through MailChimp, if you do that, or Constant Contact, or if you do anything behind the scenes to prep for, do that on the 24th and 25th. If you work, I'm definitely not working. So work hard now, take off 24th, 25th, and then, start the follow-ups. Like for me right now, I'm going to get my email ready so that on the 26th and 27th, I can start sending out emails, like, and have my script and my message ready. So, and for those of you that are doing the tips, for those of you, I know some of you, I shared it with my coaches, and I know some of my coaches share it with their coaches. I've been doing like the 20-day countdown of tips. I will do tips on Christmas, just so you know, I will. So I'm going to stay on track with that because I want them to show that I'm honoring the fact that I am committing to my 20 tips to share with them. So I will do my tips. I'm not going to go live, but I will do Instagram stories. I'll save the video and I'll share it, as a video on Facebook. So I will still share on Christmas Eve, and all that stuff, and New Year's. But I see something in the chat. 2 more minutes. How do you do the transition from TMZ to Streak? So I would say this, Marissa, I still have TMZ. I use Streak. I've been able to convert, a lot of people to Streak because you can download all of your coaches, download all of your customers from, Beachbody, your Coach Online Office. And since I'm trying to think when I had Streak, I can't even remember when I had Streak. It's been maybe less than 6 months. I do now convert everyone just by getting their, Alyssa said she does TMZ and Streak too. Yeah. Because I use Streak for emails, like for my Instagram, and now I do Facebook, but I have over 5,000 people, Facebook people on TMZ, and it helps me stay connected with people on Facebook. So like, I know if like I have to sit and be like, okay, I got to do 20 invites and I haven't really touched Facebook for a while, I'll sit down and pull out my TMZ and I'm like, okay, who's the first 20 people on there? And I'll just go through quick and like make a connection and invite them. Because I will say this, I get better conversion rates invited on Facebook than Instagram. I do. It's literally 100%. I could go invite 5 people right now on Facebook and I guarantee you 1 person would sign up. I go invite 5 on Instagram. 1 person says, send me information, and they say no. Like, Facebook is so much better for quicker results. So So I still do both. I would like to get rid of Teamsy, but I can't because it keeps me on track with my Facebook. By the way, Streak is free. Streak is a Gmail platform. I love it. It's fabulous. I didn't have it until recently, so you can build a business without having Streak, but it will help you be more efficient with your emails. And Streak is a paid platform. And I would say if you're starting off, if you have neither, I would start with Streak first because it's free if you had to pick. Or if you don't want to do any of those, then I would say just start Excel. That's what I started with. I used Excel for a very long time. Christy said, I have zero traction with Insta and get mostly coach follows and clearly not as savvy as majority. Yeah, I mean, Instagram takes time. Instagram takes a lot of time. You have to be consistent with it. You have to build credibility and trust. You know, it just takes time. So, I mean, Alyssa and Christy and Allison, they were like my first 3 people I really started to talk to when I started to focus on Instagram. I got Allison like within 24 hours. Alyssa and Christy, they took like a year. I mean, so they took time. But Instagram is about finding influencers. Instagram is about finding your people, like your niche market. And those people don't convert quickly most of the time. They take a lot of time. Instagram people can sometimes be snooty. Sorry to say that, but they are. Facebook people want imperfect things. They're more homey, more family oriented, more personal, totally different market of people. Alyssa said you tagged me in everything. I still tag people in everything. I don't mind if I'm annoying because I can at least say I'm persistent and I'm loyal to believing in you of becoming someone great. And, you know,
I will say you were really happy and that was very intriguing. And I was like, honestly, you kept going and it made me feel like you were loyal, which is a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
loyalty is everything, you guys. Like literally, I mean, I would say that's probably one of my, I would say a secret power is just being persistent and being loyal. Like when you follow up and message someone, you better be prepared to follow up with them until they say yes for the next 2 or 3 years. Like that's how you have to look at it. Like if you believe in someone that much, you just keep asking, just like Jamie sitting here. I've asked her for 4 years. So, you know, that's the people that people want to say yes to because they know you're in it. You're in it for the long haul. You're not in it for a quick buck. You're not in it for a quick fix. You're in it because you believe in the mission. You believe in the power of the opportunity. You believe in the community. And that says more than anything else. So.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Okay. So I struggle a lot with like probably my invites, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like I struggle once I get somebody that's really negative to me. So what would be your advice to that? Do you respond back to the negative, like the negative people, or do you not respond, or do you defriend them, or?
It depends on the negative. I would say I don't get a lot of negative. I'll be honest. I had one person who blocked me, and that was when I was doing like the script where, you know, people say just script people or just copy and paste. When I changed my inviting to be personal, and I used their first name and I put in a sentence about them and I connected with them on a personal level, I don't even get people that say, oh my gosh, you're the 3rd person that sent me this message today. I don't get that. People are like, I had one girl yesterday that said, thank you so much for actually looking at my page. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, because you're a mom of 3 and you said that you love donuts. It's totally me.
Yeah.
So she couldn't be mean to me. Like, so I think that getting the mean out and avoiding those messages is really getting purposeful behind the message and really connecting with the person. Okay. And I would say, I think one person said something to me. I think the one person that did say something, I did say back. And I was like, girl, I was like, listen, I was like, I'm a Beachbody coach. I said, but I'm also a registered nurse. Like I like just spilled everything out to her, like my credentials. And I'm like, I am not doing this as a Beachbody thing. I'm doing this because I love this. I said, if you watched my story, I said, I've overcome anxiety. Like I told her everything as much as possible. And she messaged me back and she's like, I am so sorry. She's like, I thought you were just in it for a sale. I didn't realize that you were so deeply connected to what you do. Because some people are like that. I mean, people have created a bad rap for some of us. That's why you just need to make your messages and your invites really personal. It might take more time, you know, and even like Lauren's not on here. She's one of my coaches. She shared in our group about doing the videos and doing video invites on Instagram. And that's super personal. Like most people don't want to do a video because they don't think they look good, or they're afraid of getting in front of the camera, and they're intimidated of what people are going to think of them. Well, you know what? That's the most personal and vulnerable type of invite you can do. And I've gotten more feedback from sending video invites than anything else. Even like video follow-ups. I just like screenshot myself and I'm like, hey girlfriend, I was like, I sent you an email 2 weeks ago. It probably went to your spam. Make sure you check it. Let me know if you're interested. Love your page. You'd be amazing. Let me know. And they all messaged me back and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so dang cute. Yes, send me more information. Like, because they see me. I'm not just a script. And they know that I'm actually taking the time to message them and connect with them. So,
okay. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Allie said, it helps to focus a ton on your journey, both fitness and business, because confidence deflects. Yep, it does. Confidence is everything. It deflects all of the negative opinion. And if you put yourself out there on a vulnerable level, like she said, sharing your journey, it's like people's guard goes down, because a lot of people have their guard up, and you know, it's like, that's just what happens. It's like a defense mechanism. So, and yeah, I would say block the haters. Block the haters.
Okay.
Don't even worry about them. You have to bless and release. You know, you got to find your people. I mean, not everyone is going to be your cup of tea, and not everyone's going to like our team, or they're not going to believe in your mission, and that's okay. But you're going to find your people. You got to keep looking for them.
Okay.
One more question, and then we're going to go. Any other questions? Okay. Well, I will say officially, Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful New Year. And I will say I am so pumped to head into 2019 with all of you incredible Level Up leaders. It's going to be amazing, and I am so excited. And I just want to say, you know, thank you. Thank you for being on this call. Thank you for really choosing to level up. I promise you won't regret it. And I cannot wait to celebrate with each one of you as you hit your first milestone on January 30th. We will have a virtual party on January 30th. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what's to come. This year, it's literally been a walking testimony for me to say that write your hopes and dreams down, start taking action, and it will happen. It will happen, because 7 of my 14 affirmations for 2018 have happened. And it's because I made the decision this time a year ago to win my mornings, to be proof of this incredible journey and this opportunity to live it out loud, boldly, fearlessly. And you guys have that opportunity to start it right now. So really excited. Thank you again for believing in our mission, for believing in our team, and just blessed to be able to lead with all of you, and can't wait to see how your life is impacted through this year coming up. So thanks for jumping on. You're all fabulous. I will share the recording, and have a fabulous night. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Bye. Don't forget to send your stuff to your coach too. All the information. Okay. Bye.